The fourth order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to establish Nigeria Surrogacy Regulatory Commission for monitoring and supervision of surrogacy arrangements in Nigeria, and to provide for the registration, regulation, and monitoring of surrogacy agencies in Nigeria, and for related matters. Standing in the name of Honorable Alao Akala, honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Tuesday, 27 February 2024. I will now invite Honorable Alao Akala to move that the bill be read a second time.
Nigerian from Ogbomoso North, South Owerri constituency from the Paysetter State. Mr. Speaker, I hereby rise that this bill be read the second time. The bill, which seeks to establish the Nigerian Surrogacy Act and a commission for the regulation, monitoring, and supervision of surrogacy arrangements in Nigeria. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the justification for this bill is simple and very straightforward, and without taking too much of legislative time, I will succinctly present to you its significance. People pursue surrogacy for a variety of reasons, such as infertility, dangers or undesirable factors of pregnancy, or when pregnancy is a medical impossibility. The development and application of assisted reproductive technology has made it possible for many to become parents. The essence of this bill is to establish protection for the parties of surrogacy in order to coordinate the critical legal components of a surrogacy journey. Believe it or not, there are more couples than we can imagine that are going through infertility, whether by reason of acquired disorders that make the uterus unstable for pregnancy, such as extensive fibroids or scarring of the uterine cavity, hysterectomy, health condition that makes pregnancy dangerous, or other reasons that are not a great concern for the importance of this bill, that are a great concern for the importance of this bill. While some couples may opt to go through the IVF process, others opt for a willing person to carry the pregnancy to full term for them, as they are unable to. Unfortunately, the absence of a law regulating the surrogacy process in Nigeria does not mean that it is not happening in Nigeria. What it means, Mr. Speaker and my honorable colleagues, is that there's a black market or underground industry for it, and in other cases, couples are going outside the country, exposed to other unfair conditions to have it done. As surrogacy contracts are unregulated in Nigeria, the contractual obligations of surrogacy may cause serious harm to surrogate mothers due to the infringement of their rights and increased risk of injury. Sociocultural concerns and financial considerations have made surrogate mothers hesitant to seek legal remedies. Unreasonable demands of clients, unqualified medical practices, and improper use of medications increase risk to the health and lives of surrogate mothers throughout pregnancy and delivery. Additionally, gaps in the legislative and judicial rules makes it difficult for surrogate mothers to receive sufficient compensation after suffering injuries. Honorable colleagues, the goal of surrogacy pregnancy is to create hope in the lowest risk environment, supporting the safety of the surrogate, the child, and the expectant parents. But oftentimes, the process is abused, perhaps by exploiting the hopeful parents or even the carrier, the surrogate mother, and in unfortunate cases, endangering the child. A well-defined law protecting both the intended parents and surrogate mothers from possible exploitations and less restrictions not only makes the surrogacy journey easier, it also creates the possibility of ethical issues. This bill, by setting requirements for surrogate applicants where there is legal age limit and making provision for enforcement contracts, which allows the embryo transfer and surrogacy contracts to occur, will make dreams of returning parents a reality without fear of exploitation or illegality that may result in them losing the child that they are hopeful for. And with this few words of mine, I hope I'm able to convince my colleagues to please support me in this second reading and on this bill to make it a reality.
My name is Idem Unyime, member representing Okanafun, Orogonam Federal Constituency of Akwa Ibom State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the bill that it be read the second time. I so second.
Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Bill referred to the Committee on Healthcare Services for further legislative action.